Hey everybody, welcome back to Mel's Board Game Room. And today I'm talking about 3D printing for a game called Lords of Waterdeep, but it's a little bit different than my other 3D printing videos. So there's a lot of value to 3D printing for board games, especially insert. And that's the reason why I got my 3D printer. I had the idea of I want to have nice, great inserts for my games. And I have a lot of games. I'm over around 1,200 games. So there's plenty of printing to do. Now, does that mean everybody who's in the board game hobby should go buy a 3D printer and start printing their own insert? No. There is a significant price tag to a 3D printer. So that's not something that's just easily attainable for everybody. Also, depending on what you got going on, like right now, if you listen, it's kind of quiet in here. That's because I waited till my 3D printer was done printing the last project I had going so I could record this video. So I am having kind of scheduling issues where I got to make sure I line up my prints with my recording schedule so that it doesn't overlap, because the machine is noisy. It makes a significant amount of noise. So that is a concern as well. And if you have a smaller collection, maybe you just have a few things that you want 3D printed, this is where utilizing a 3D printing company or service would make a lot more sense. Now, don't ask me. I do not want to start a 3D printing company. As I mentioned, there's enough going on with this machine, just kind of printing my own stuff, that I'm not looking at starting a business out of this. But a lot of great people out there are doing a business out of this. They have multiple machines going all the time, and they don't have to worry about noise in the background of their videos. So you should reach out to them. And today I'm actually going to be talking about, let me bring up, because I didn't add it to the stage here. There you go. So my friend Ryan has sent me an insert for Lords of Waterdeep. And here's his information if you want to be able to look him up. I'll have that in the details below. And I was impressed. First of all, let me show you. This is how it arrived in the box, all bubble wrapped, and each components are individually wrapped. So I figure we would unbox that together, and then I'll pause the video, assemble the game, and show you what it looks like. So let me show you. Let me take this picture out of the way here. But look at the attention to details. I'm so impressed. So everything comes wrapped in a brown paper bag kind of material, and all the components are printed this way. Now he reached out to me, says, okay, I'm going to print you something. Which game do you want me to print you an insert for? And I didn't hesitate. I was like, Lords of Waterdeep. That game is a nightmare to store. And let's have a look. If you pull this out and you look at it, you would think this looks like a great insert. Why would you want? But the thing is, this is a game that I purposely am aware I cannot and do not store it. I don't even know where the black cube is gone now. Oh, it's right here. I can't store this one on its side. And that's how I store all my games. I have all my games vertical. This one has to be horizontal. So it is not on my shelf. It's in a closet. And I would love to be able to have a better system so that this can be stored in a better fashion. So that's the reason why I asked for this game to get an insert. And let's open some of these up. Let's have a look at what this insert looks like. It arrived over the weekend. I haven't looked at it yet, but oh, it's a lid. Lid makes it that it can go like this. I am liking this. I am liking this a lot. I'm at the mercy right now. I'm not creating anything on for my 3D printer. I'm just locating different files that I can print that somebody else has created. And I do appreciate everybody who does that. I just recently printed an insert for my game, Brass Birmingham. And I printed the whole thing and it looks great. And I'm excited. And I opened my game and I started putting it together. And the copy I have is a prototype, like a complete prototype, but it's a sample of what the game was going to be. It's slightly different than what was sent out retail. So the insert doesn't work. But when Ryan sent me, he's like, great. And he was like, which version do you have? Like, he asked the proper question to make sure that this would match my version of the game that I have. And so I'm very pleased with this so far. Okay, so we got this. We got this. And he asked, really like, why? Why is everything black? Why did he print everything black? That's because that was at my request. I'm not one to have a bunch of different colored stuff for each player or whatever. Like, you know what? Just make it uniform. Just make it nice, sleek looking. And to me, black is just classic color. It fits everything. You could just leave it like that, and I'll be very happy. So far, I'm very pleased with what I got here. I am especially impressed that this came with lids. Okay, I'm going to take a moment to organize this and put it together, and then I'll just going to pause the video while I do that, just because I have to go and look up how it all comes together, and then I'll show it to you what it looks like all set up. So I'll be just right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So I have put this insert together, and I'll just show you what it looks like in the box here. So let's lift this off. Let's take the book out, and here we are. Look how great this looks. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. We have the lid. You can kind of see where everything is, but what's nice is you put this on the table, you're good to go, you're ready to play, it's organized, so it makes playing faster. Plus, with the Lords of Waterdeep insert, you really have to put everything together. Like, all of these have to be lined up just so, and it fits just so exactly that it's pretty putting the game together takes a while. So now you can just scoot everything, put back in the thing. I have the insert that I think looks amazing. I'm very pleased with it. And now I don't have any expansions in mind. I really have just a base game. I tend to do that with a lot of my games. But so looks so much neater. Just pull everything out. Everything's good to go. This is divided into 3 because you have like the 3 on the board. You can put that right on the board and we're good to go. Oh, it's like I'm missing something because that shifted and it was between the cards. It's going to go with the blue players. But there we go. So this was my unboxing of my insert for Lords of Waterdeep. That was 3D printed by my friend Ryan at Line of Sight Prints. So be sure to give him a follow and go check out his Facebook page and kind of have a look. If you don't have a 3D printer, but you would like some better insert, this is a great way of doing it. So thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, everybody.